Ajahn, there was a question about lobha arising, and Zhao's question was, is there vitakka at that moment, or that may have been your question to someone in the discussion. Perhaps you would like to add more for him.
Yes, just to understand how subtle each moment is. There is seeing right now, who knows that there are only 7 Cetasikas arising by Dhamma, 2 conditioned moments of seeing with the other Cetasikas by Dhamma. So the moment, the result of Dhamma, it's time to see, it arises to see. And each Cetasika, 7 Cetasikas arising together, that's all. It's so very weak, very fast, just only one moment of seeing. Who knows? It's not that which arises before seeing or that which follows the seeing. But each moment is different by conditions. That's why we learn to let go, the clinging to seeing. It has to arise to see by the karma, ready to produce it to arise right then, just to see and then gone. That's why we learn to understand that life is just the moment of result of the past deeds and then new accumulation of what has been accumulated to be attachment or aversion and so on. They have to arise by conditions, that's all, and then gone instantly. That's why we learn a little more about what is there. For example, before hearing about the truth of the teaching, who knows about Cetasika? Not at all. Even Chitta, which sees or experiences the object through the 6 doorways, are not known at all as it is, just a moment, arising and falling away by conditions. That's why we learn to understand, to let go, the clinging to that is not permanent as so permanent, that in truth just one moment at a time by different conditions. For example, before seeing, there's no seeing, but the citta before, the Chakku Davara Vachana, just attend to that which impinges on the eye base. Through that doorway, it cannot see, just advert to the object, which is not the object of bhavanka. Only that, when that impinges on the eye base, is the first moment, which does not experience the object of bhavanka by that which impinges on the eye base. So it just knows what is there, what doorway, and then it's gone. It conditions the next moment, which sees that which the Panchadavara Vachana or Chakku Davara Vachana just advert to it. And then after it has adverted, it's known by seeing just only a moment. Karma condition Chitta and 7 Cetasikas together to arise and experience that. Each Cetasika and Chitta has to experience because its function is that Phassa has to be a reality which performs just the function of just contact, see? And after that, no need to have vitakka at all because all Cetasika, all 5, arise together and gone. That's all. But after that, how can that be experienced? Because the object which impinges on the eye base hasn't fallen away yet. So it's aramana paccaya for the citta to arise to experience it as long as it hasn't fallen away. But even the moment which experiences the object which is not seeing, since it cannot see, but it has to experience the same object, so it needs, or there is condition for vitakka to experience that even it does not see. So if there's no reality which touches the object, how can it be known? That's why the citta, after seeing, conditioned by vitakka to experience the object, but it does not see at all. That's why each moment is conditioned. So we learn a little more from then on. Vitakka experience the same object as seeing or hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, but vitakka does not see at that moment because the seeing is conditioned by karma. So we learn just a little more to understand what is there. Even vitakka, when it arises with cetasika, it touches the object. For panya, for manasikara, for feeling, for whatever cetasikas are there, performing the function. They do not know each other at all, but there are conditions for a moment to arise, to be that moment, and the next one, and the next one, all by different conditions. So, when it's not moment of actual seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, it needs vitakka to touch the object, to experience that, and the other citta follows, have that vitakka as well, because it's not moment of seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching. That's why only 10 cittas experience the object by karma condition it to arise. Vitakka does not arise at that moment because karma conditioned only 7 cetasikas to condition just a moment of seeing, very short. So now it doesn't seem that seeing is so short. It seems like it's there for a long time. All those moments of seeing, no matter when, vitakka does not arise with that moment at all. So vitakka is the foot of the world because without it, feelings is gone. It is not experienced more. But since the object is there and it conditions the other moment next to seeing, to touch it for each moment after to experience whatever object is there. Beyond anyone can experience that because even seeing right now is not directly experienced yet. So all dhammas, even they can appear depending on conditions. What is the object? So learn to understand that there is a cetasika which has to arise after 10 moments of seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching. Otherwise, the object cannot be experienced. We learn to understand cetasika one by one, 7 cetasikas, and then one more. Vitakka arises with any citta after those 10. Because the moment with vitakka does not see, does not hear, for example, actual moment of seeing doesn't need vitakka because karma conditions citta and 7 cetasikas to experience that object just in a moment. And imagine just one moment of seeing how rapid it is, the succession of nama dhammas by anantara paccaya and samanantara paccaya.
The vitakka translate into English is thinking.
No matter it's thinking, liking, attaching, disliking, when they are not 10 cittas, the two of seeing, hearing, so on, there must be the reality which touch the object. Phassa is just contact. That's not enough. It's enough for 10 cittas. But the citta after that can experience what is experienced by way of it touches the object, which is not seen, but it can be object of other cittas. Now, see? What about if that is just only moment of seeing? Can there be any idea about that which is seen? Can there be moment of being attached to it? And so on. Because seeing just see that which is seen, visible object, and only one moment. No idea about it at all. But now, what is there? See? So right then, after seeing has fallen away, vitakka touches the object, the other jittas, to experience it right now. It's the way to let go the idea of self gradually, little, very little by little. Just one moment of understanding, letting go, ignorance. So how many moments developed to begin to understand the truth of the moment of seeing? It does not see people and things at all. It just sees that which impinges on the ideas and then gone. No more seeing after that, because the next moment needs vitakka to touch the object, to experience it without seeing it. So at moment of thinking, we can think about color, we can think about people and things, but it's not the actual moment of seeing or experiencing that object through the eye doors, ear door. So we think about the mind door process at moment of thinking. It's not the actual seeing or hearing, but sanya remembers and marks and think about it. There must be phassa as well, and not enough. There must be that which just touch it at moment when it's there, too, to be object of thought at that very moment of thinking. If we do not learn to understand just one reality at a time, they are together as something all the time. So how can there be the moment of experiencing the arising and falling away of a reality? Seeing right now, it sees, and then gone, who knows? But learn to understand the truth of each reality. Seeing is citta, which arises by Dhamma, condition it to arise to see, and then gone. It's not there all day, but it seems like it's there all day. But there are other moments which are not seen at all. One moment at a time. So quickly. So it seems like, what is there in a moment? Are we talking about the truth of what is there now or any time? As no one and no thing at all. In truth, what is there gone, never to return, sunyata, anatta. Can anyone make vitakka to arise? So vitakka arises with each moment of citta, at moment of hearing, at moment of considering. When we talk about hearing, it's not the moment of hearing. We talk of moments of hearing and thinking and have some idea about the object. So very quickly. That's why even right now, seeing appears as nimitta, not the citta before it or citta after it.